Chapter 6 Tinkering. The Forge! Brought to you by Pete the Palicos. So, you're thinking of taking a walk in the wild, minding your own business, when wham! A chunk of celestial bronze falls from the sky and almost kills you. What do you do now? I'll tell you what. Bring that bronze down onto the hottest place in camp, the Forge. Camp 9 campers will jump at the chance to hammer the mystical metal into a weapon, a shield, armor, or even, wink wink, a helmet. Well, while there, you might catch a glimpse of everyone's favorite Cyclops, Tyson. And maybe you can get the Hephaestus kids to ask their dad to watch where he tosses his scraps next time. The Arts and Crafts Center, brought to you by Pete the Palicos. Creative juices flow freely from this airy studio. It's a favorite place of Athena's children, who come to sculpt, paint, weave, and do ceramics. But anyone is welcome to embrace their artistic side here. Also, their artistic front and top. But please refrain from embarrassing bottoms. Skins of naturally dried yarn, easels with stretched canvases, blocks of marble and clay, and all the tools and paint you could ever ask for. Bunker 9, brought to you by Pete the Palicos. These cavernous workshops lie underground, nestled deep in the woods at the foot of the western hills. Bunker 9 was sealed following the First Demigod Civil War and eventually lost to memory. For more than 150 years, it has sat like a time capsule waiting to be discovered. But now, thanks to the fiery touch of Leo Valdez, its secrets and mechanical supplies are within reach. Are you curious enough to venture in? Number 130 in Bunker 9 by Nissa Barrera. Bunker 9 is an amazing place, but if you're ever there, steer clear of the shadowy corner way in the back. Something bad sits there. If you do decide to look, take my advice. Don't touch it. Think I'm kidding? Read on. Late one afternoon, Connor Stoll, Sherman Yang, Valencia Diaz, Paolo Montez, Butch Walker, and I were hanging out on the beach when talk turned to camp curses. Remember that rhyming couplet curse that Apollo threw that one time? Butch asked. I'm coming in your direction, so get ready for cabin inspection. Valencia giggled. My cabin did one years ago called Sweetie Curse. Anyone with a secret crush was compelled to call the object of their affection Sweetie. She glanced at Paolo from under her lashes. I wonder what would happen if I hurled that curse now. Paolo beamed incomprehendingly. Sherman nudged my shoulder. What about you, Nissa? Got any good curse stories? I shifted uncomfortably. Just one. Well, let's hear it. I can't. It's more something I would have to show. I wanted to drop the subject, but they would not let it go. They just kept hassling me until I finally said, All right, fine. Wait here. I ran back to my cabin and retrieved an old book from my storage locker. The book's coal-black leather cover had orange lettering stamped onto it, and a small keyhole padlock kept it closed. Reluctantly, I brought it back to the beach. Valencia squealed when she saw it. That's a vintage diary, isn't it? She asked. They sold them in the camp store back in the 50s. This one is from the 40s, I corrected. It belonged to Helios, one of my siblings. I found it stashed behind a false panel under my bunk. Valencia rubbed her hands eagerly. Oh my God! I love reading other people's diaries! Not that I would ever do that without permission, of course, she added hurriedly. So, what does Helios' diary have to do with curses? Sherman asked. Everything, I said grimly. Listen.